Hello, everybody, and welcome to Common Sense. I'm Wendy Bell. All right, some things happened. A lot of things happened this past week that proved to me we are at war in this country. And we have been for some time, but the battle is cranked up to high now. And what's at stake is you, your spouse, your children, your family. From the normalization of abortion as health care to the indoctrination of children in school, their sexualization. No more school prayer, no more pledge in some places. Instead, this allegiance on the progressive left to a new goal to destroy the American nuclear family. The latest target, fathers. Legislation and programs that promote a dad's healthy involvement in his children's lives is now considered racist by some, even bigoted. Make no mistake, the people beyond this movement are going to be using any tool they can to break us. They promote promiscuity. They demonize husband-wife relationships. They see your children as properties of the state, and they are here to claim what they believe is theirs. Make no mistake, to control we the people, the left must destroy our families. I have a great panel to bring in today's conversation, right? New York Times best-selling author and Dow Jones Market Watch columnist Ellis Henican is with us. Also, here we go. Mary Walter, talk radio host. Hi, Mary. Good to see you. And hi. Andrea Kaye, the host of the Andrea Kaye Show on San Diego's The Answer, AM 1170 and 96.1 FM. Good to see you too, Andrea. All right, guys, let's hop into this, okay? Addressing what he calls a fatherhood crisis, and I think we'd all agree on that. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis this week signed a bill to recognize the huge role dads play in their families. This is what he said. Listen.
This bill is going to create a statewide awareness campaign to call attention to the importance of responsible fatherhood and to equip fathers with resources to stay engaged in their children's lives.
Oh, the outrage, right? Former NFL coach Tony Dungy, standing behind DeSantis, was excoriated by the left. You guys saw this, for supporting the measure for supporting dads. Keith Olbermann was particularly noxious, tweeting that Dungy was a fascist political prop. Andrea, help me out here. I don't even know what to say to that. It's so offensive.
Well, I know what to say because as a formerly obsessed NFL fan, I girled on Tony Dungy back in the day. And I remember well where he was at a Barack Obama event where Barack Obama was talking about the issue in the Black community being fatherless homes. And he had initiatives surrounding that that involved Tony Dungy. And now suddenly an initiative to bring fathers back into the home, to connect them with their children, to promote responsible fatherhood is somehow now racist. This is insane. We all have Google. We can Google and see that this is very similar to what Barack Obama was promoting back in the day.
Thank you.
Is Barack Obama a racist?
Well, and that's exactly right. He had that great Father's Day speech back in 2008 where he espoused these same values. And it has to be only because they're standing behind a Republican governor. It makes no sense to me. I want to talk about this, guys, because this is huge. Disney's far left turn, a huge wake-up call to so many parents. The company's overt LGBTQ agenda isn't really selling all that well. People are dumping their Disney Plus subscriptions in droves, park attendance down, Disney stock off 30%. Mary, have they gone too far? Is there a point you can fix this, or is that not even the point?
No, I don't think it's the point. I think Disney knows that when those little girls want their Disney princesses and they want to be Disney princess for Halloween and everything, mom and dads are going to give in to that, right? Because they don't want to deny their kids. This entire generation's been raised on Disney movies. The next movie that comes out, the kids are going to want to see it. So I think Disney knows that they may lose a certain percentage, maybe like some grandparents who take their kids to Disney or own Disney stock, that type of thing. But for the most part, I think they know that their core audience is going to suck it up and they're going to stay in it because their kids want it so badly. So I think they're making a calculated choice here.
Ellis, what do you think about that?
You guys have a far bleaker and just downbeat view of America than I do. My goodness, the place sounds horrible. I kind of think we have a pretty good country here, especially the dads. I'll tell you what I noticed. what I notice is that fathers with young kids today are deeply engaged in those kids' lives. My God, they go to every soccer practice and every school play, and dads didn't do that when I was growing up. Frankly, I just don't understand what you all are all in a huff about.
Okay, now wait a minute. I'll tell you right now. Why is it that Tony Dungy is called a fascist prop by bigots for standing behind Ron DeSantis and proposing a fatherhood measure that helps kids and dads? Talk to me about that.
Ooh, well, what was it? Was it he's going to do an awareness campaign? Is that what the bold governor of Florida is going to do? I guess even I'm in favor of an awareness
$70 million. $70 million.
It seems like a waste of $70 million to me, but it's not going to hurt anybody. It's certainly a lot better than some of the other stuff Governor DeSantis is doing now. Let's all be for awareness. How about that?
Well, can I jump in here? This isn't about awareness.
Yes, please. I know.
I
know. Go ahead.
The left loves to talk about the prison pipeline and all the black men in prisons and children that are shoved into foster care. This program includes somewhere between $1,200 and $1,700 a month to kids coming out of the foster care system left behind that don't have any financial means to get an education afterwards. This is not just an awareness campaign. Very specific aid programs to children of fatherless homes.
Amen. Mary, I know you were chomping at the bit too. Go ahead, my girl.
I adore Ellis, but he's always wrong. I love you, my friend, but seriously, you're wrong again. I have a better idea. Why don't we just send James Taylor to Florida to sing them a couple of songs, and it'll be much less expensive?
That sounds like a great idea. I love it.
You
poked the bear, Mary.
I have the sense, guys, that you all have not been following the news for about the last 50 or 60 years. So it was 1962 in Engel versus Vitale that the Supreme Court said you can't do organized prayer in public schools. Roe versus Wade was 1973. You all were acting like all this stuff is new. We live in a big, diverse country. People have a lot of different attitudes. We can't impose one view on everybody. We've got to be open and tolerant and understanding of diversity.
Yeah, but the left is doing that. Alice, the left is doing that, and you know it as well as I do, and I love you for being here. Thank you. Andrea, parents are getting involved. They're pushing back against blatant threats to their families like this. The San Francisco Gay Men's Choir is singing a song called We'll Convert Your Children. What? Listen.
We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children.
Okay, this is my face of like, what? I mean, Andrea, hop in here. I got a minute. It's yours. Go for it. What the heck was that? We're coming for your children.
Well, what it is this is the culmination of, Hillary Clinton said years ago, it takes a village. They've been planning on coming after our children. The war for the soul of America is through the children, and they're not even hiding it anymore. They're going after your kids to steal them and indoctrinate them into this far left agenda that the majority of the American people don't want, Ellis Hennigan.
Wait. Before he answers, I know you've all seen this ad. This is an MSNBC personality saying exactly what the agenda is. Back in 2013, listen.
We've always had kind of a private notion of children. Your kid is yours and totally your responsibility. We haven't had a very collective notion of these are our children. So part of it is we have to break through our kind of private idea that kids belong to their parents or kids belong to their families and recognize that kids belong to whole communities.
Ellis, kids are some kind of communal property? What?
I don't know anybody who thinks that. I don't know who it is you all are talking about. Most parents, listen, here's the way it works in our society. You raise your kids, you do a good job, nobody's going to hassle you. If you start abusing them and doing something bad to them, then the state's going to step in. It has always been that way. It continues to be that way. I got to tell you, I just don't understand what the panic is here.
Have you seen what they're introducing in the schools, Ellis? Have you seen all of the literature? Because we have, and
so
it's scary.
Now you guys want to cancel the choir? Is that it? You didn't like the choir? I thought they sounded
kind
of good.
My goodness! I love your focus on the minutia and not the satellite view of the crazy land that's happening here, okay?